The number one thing that always gets mixed up with my customers is the difference between a sweater and a sweatshirt. Today I'm going to tell you what the difference is and why it matters. So I work in retail, and every day I'm trying to help customers find exactly what they're looking for. It makes it really challenging when customers don't actually know the names. So let's start with the sweater. This bad boy, the sweater. They call these jumpers. Sweaters are always going to be a little bit different than most garments just because they're considered knitwear. If you were to, let's say, cut this in half, it would start unraveling. Every little piece is knitted together. A sweater, most of the time, is going to have holes in it. You're going to be able to see through it a little bit, stick your fingers through it. Sometimes sweaters are going to be a tighter weave where it's not as obvious that it's a sweater. They're often made out of wool or polyester, so that's going to change the way they feel. It's also going to change their qualities. A sweater is not going to absorb sweat the same way that a sweatshirt would. This is not designed for that. It's designed to keep you warm, make you look cool. Sweaters are also going to be different in how they're put together. So if you look here, right on the seam between the arm and the body, the pieces are connected by weaving them together. Not sewn together or serged together, they're woven together. Also, a sweater will almost never have a printed design on it. What I mean by printed is screen printed, which is going to look like this. Knitwear can almost never handle that, as if something was printed onto it, it would just kind of flake off. Knitwear, if you want a design or logo on it, it'll usually be incorporated into it. His design is knitted right into the garment. It's not printed on later, actually part of the garment. The sweater is stuck in my hair. Sweater, sweater, sweater. Again, this is not always the case. There are always going to be things that are in this fuzzy gray area, things that might not be sweaters or sweatshirts, but that's not often. Sometimes you're gonna have weird things that are a combination of the two, or one that looks very, very similar to the other. But for the most part, if you go into a store and you're looking for a sweater, you're asking for this. If you're going to a store and you ask for a sweatshirt, you're asking for this. Do not expect the person at the store that if you're looking for this and you say sweater, they will not find you this. They will find you this. Y'all, let's talk about sweatshirt. Boy, I just got lip gloss all over this hanger. Ugh. Now let's talk about sweatshirts. Sweatshirts are made from one solid piece of material. You don't see any holes. It's most often made out of fabric, and then that fabric is sewn together. Let's turn this bad boy inside out. Bloop, bloop. So if you look, it's solid pieces of material that are sewn together. If I were to cut this in half, it would not unravel, but rather you would just have half a sweatshirt. Sweatshirts are also going to differ in what they are made out of. Very, very, very rarely are they ever going to be made out of wool. Most often they're going to be cotton or polyester or some sort of blend of that, and that creates a different texture and different feel of them. Often they're going to be a lot softer than sweaters, especially on the inside of here. Most sweatshirts are going to have like a fleecy sort of material on the inside, on the back, and then on the right side it's going to be like a softer material than like a sweater. Sweatshirts a lot of times are also accompanied by sweatpants. You can also think of a hoodie. A hoodie is a sweatshirt. Sweatshirts. Oh boy, there's a lot of like my hair and like gunk in here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I would love a like, and I will see you guys all again next time. Bye-bye. Mic test. Testing the microphone. Mic test. It's the final mic test. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Audio test, testing audio.